I am Dr. Sunanda Shashikanta Aswale. Today we will discuss double salt and the complex compound and what is the difference in between the double salt and the complex compound. We know about the salt. What happens when the salt is added in water and it is boiled and evaporated, then the crystals of that compound which dissolved in the water separate out. This is the example of the simple salt. But imagine that if the two salts are dissolved in water and boiled and then evaporate and allow it to cool, and then the crystals of the different shapes are separated out. Then these compounds which are separated having the different shape from then that of the compound from which it is formed. Then in that case, that's a compound which is formed by combination of two or more stable compound or the salt. That compound is generally called as addition compound because it is obtained from the two or more stable compound or the salt, or it is also called as molecular compound. Then it having the different shape than that of the constituent of the parent atom from which it is formed. But the behavior on the basis of behavior of that addition compound in water, then this addition compound are classified into two main type depending upon the behavior of that compound in the solvent. It may be water or another solvent. Then in that case, if in one type of the addition compound, when the compound is added in solvent or water, then if it gives the same ion which are given by the constituent compound which are added when the constituent compound is added in water, if the ions which are same like that of the constituent compound or the parent compound, then such compound is called as double salt. Double salt gives the same ion like that of its constituent parent compound. Then that means the separate identity which is obtained in the solid state, then it is lost when it is added in water. Such compounds are called as double salt. Double salt lost its identity when it is added in water and behave like the same like that of this parent's compound. Then generally we use the potash alum for the purification of the water. Then what happens when the potash alum is added in water, then it gives the ion the K plus, that is potassium ion, aluminium ion and sulfate ion. Potash alum having the formula K2SO4, Al2SO4 and 24 water of crystallization. It is obtained by the equimolar mixture of the potassium sulfate and aluminium sulfate. It is the equimolar mixture. When the equimolar mixture of the potassium sulfate and aluminium sulfate combine with each other and there is a formation of the potassium alum, and when the potassium alum is added in water, then it gives the potassium ion, sulfate ion and then aluminium ion, and in the same way like that of its parent atom, parent compound. Parent compounds are potassium sulfate and aluminium sulfate. Potassium sulfate and aluminium sulfate, when added in water, it gives a potassium ion, aluminium ion and sulfate ion like that of its parent's compound. Behavior is same. Parent compound behavior is same like that of the double salt compound. That means separate identity is lost when it is added in water. When such type of behavior is obtained, it is called as double salt. Similar type of behavior is not present in almost all the addition compound. In some cases, it may happen that the separate identity which is present in the solid state of addition compound remain same or retain its identity when it is added in water. We can take the example of the hexaamine nickel 2 chloride. This is obtained from the nickel chloride and ammonia. Imagine that if it is the example of the double salt, then it should give the test for the Na2 plus ion and Cl minus ion and ammonia molecule separately. But such type of behavior is not obtained when it is added in water. When it is added in water, it does not give the test for the presence of ammonia, it does not give the test for presence of Na2 plus ion, but it gives the complex ion along with the Cl minus ion. That is, behavior of that compound is totally different than its constituent compound or the parent compound from which it is formed. Such compounds are called as complex compound. It having the different identity, different behavior in the aqueous compound. Then such compounds are called as complex compound. Then we can easily differentiate these two compound, double salt and this complex compound. Double salts are present in the solid state, whereas complex compound exist in the solid state along with in the aqueous medium. Then in case of this double salt generally contain the equimolar mixture or equimolar proportion of the two stable salt, whereas the complex compound contain two or more stable compound or the salt, and this compound may or may not be in equimolar proportion. Then when the next difference in case of the double salt and the complex compound is that double salt, when it is added in water, it gives simple ion, whereas the complex compound, when it is added in water, it gives the complex ion. Then in case of the double salt, what the another difference in between the double salt and the complex compound is that the properties are same in case of the double salt, whereas the properties are different in than the constituent compound in case of the complex compound. Double salt loses its identity when it is added in water, whereas complex compound retain its identity when it is added in water due to formation of the complex ion. And the last difference is that in case of the double salt, the metal ion having a normal valency, whereas in complex compound, metal ion having the two type of valency. First one is the primary valency and second one is the secondary valency. Then due to the change in the behavior due to formation of the complex ion, and in general complex compounds are formed by coordinate bond, whereas these double salts are formed by the ionic bond, whereas complex compounds are formed by the coordinate bond. And this is the difference in between the complex compound and the double salt. And generally complex compound, in case of complex compound, metal ion which is used is the transition metal ion, and transition metal ion having a more tendency to form the coordinate compound. Thank you all.